Welcome back to a late night edition of Street Switch Photography on Raise Them Colours. Let's do this.
Street Switch Photography.
So yes, welcome back for another edition of Street Switch Photography. This is about Raise the Colours and all the flags that have been put up down Edendale Road and Leicester Road. And there was a Facebook post, and actually people are actually beginning to appreciate what it is these lads are actually doing. Now, yes, I was involved in Raise the Colours in Melton. Melton Patriots was the main, and we've got our very own flagman. Now, most of these, most of the flags have been put up the correct way and everything else, and you know, there's a lot more people appreciative of it than what there are against it. But some of the comments that were received actually on the Melton Neighbourhood Watch page have been very supportive of it, so I thought we'd just take a quick look through them and sort of look back at why we're actually doing Raise the Colours. So here's the first lot. As you can see from this, let me just pull this down a little bit. I've got to muck about with this a little bit so I can make it bigger, so everyone can read it. 1 second. We've got, plenty of people that are actually very sort of supportive of what it is we're trying to actually do. So you can see some of the names here. I can zoom up or zoom down, just here like that. And I just thought it was quite interesting. Now, the reason we're doing Raise the Colours, some people seem to think, or some people seem to have in their head that the reason that we're putting these flags up is to intimidate people. Now, where they get this idea from is from the far left. Now, the reason the far left are actually saying that is because they don't like any other flag of Britain, only the Palestinian flag, any gay flag, any pride flag, any LGBTQ4 flag, any of those flags, they will fly proudly. They'll quite happily fly them. So then what they do is they turn around and try and take away the British identity by turning around and saying, these flags are fascist, these flags are racist, these flags are designed to intimidate, when what they're actually designed to do is bring people together. And they can't seem to get that through here for some silly reason. Well, it's not really a silly reason, it's because they're Marxist and communist and Stasi fuckers. But anyway, I just thought we'd have a look through some of the actual comments and everything. It looks fantastic. We should have a British flag all over the town and be proud. Yes, I totally agree. Knuckle Draggers, that was by Anne Elizabeth Ruddle, whoever that is. Knuckle Draggers, what's this got to do with dragging your knuckles? But, you know, the first insult to come was from the far left. Surprise, surprise. I'm not going to insult anybody back because they're not worth it. Let's have a look at some more. We've got well done. We've got great. But can you cut the ties off so they don't look because they don't look right? So when you pull the ties like that, you cut the ends of the ties off so they look a bit tidier. Brilliant. I hope Melton Borough Council, I think that's supposed to be Melton Borough Council, MMBC. Melton, it's meant to be MBC, but anyway. I hope Melton Borough Council add the cost of removal to the council tax. Why would you hope they add it to the council tax? That's a little bit silly. Morons can't even get the flag the correct way up. In fact, you'd be very surprised how many people don't know which way the Union Jack goes up. It's so that you've got your red lines. Hang on, this is backwards on the camera. And the one furthest away from the centre is supposed to be at the top and then down in the corner like that. So it's facing, coming down from the right to the left like that. That's how it actually goes. So people can learn. Not everybody knows. It doesn't make them morons, though, does it? They just don't know which way the flag goes up. You can't even tell the difference between a man and a woman, so you're not in any particular, you know, sort of position to be calling anybody a moron, really, are you? Anyway, let's have a look at some more. Here's the next one. We've got... That looks absolutely brilliant. This is what was done in Wolverhampton. They put flags up all over this roundabout. We need to get something like this in Melton. This would be brilliant. I will say it looks great. Thank you for those involved. I seen them flying and in the British spirit. Let's have another look. Let's see the attitude towards in 10 years' time. I don't think they'll be up there that long, mate. Bloody hell. Anyway, it says the people on here are around the country that think it's okay to call anything other than our right to do so is embarrassing. We're British. In Britain, Let's see your attitude towards it in 10 years. I totally agree with what this guy said. I don't know who he is because I can't quite see his name, but yeah, brilliant. Be proud. That's awesome. You all are all sad. Don't better want colour you treat people. What's this got to do with any respect? What's this got to do with any respect whatsoever? So, I mean, just some of these comments from the leftists just don't even make any sense at all. And I don't get it. Why are they so angry about a bloody flag? Maybe people should put the flags up because they're sick of seeing every other country's bloody flag. And because they feel their only way of making our politicians who are supporting services... You can read through this. I'm not very good at reading that fast and out loud because I'm dyslexic, but you can sort of see what people are actually saying. I can read some of the comments while I'm talking, but ignore. Another comment down here. As a family of veterans for 85 years, old and die, fly the Union Jack with pride. This is actually coming from a veteran. Do you know what I mean? An actual veteran that supports Raise the Colours. And these lefties have the gall to come on and call it far left, fascist and everything else because they're disgusting. That's why. That's the only reason they actually do this. And they've got nothing better to effing do because they live off mummy and daddy and they're probably at university and the mum and dad are champagne socialists. On holiday in Turkey recently and all the national flags were flying. Yeah, every other country does it. Because they haven't been brainwashed into believing Great Britain is a horrible country. Needs to be on every lamppost in the town. Now, this is what I mean by there is a lot more support than what there is people against it. Obviously, you're going to get the odd far-left idiot that thinks it's okay to fly a Palestinian flag on every lamppost for the last 2.5 years, go out protesting every weekend, disrupting people's lives, calling people fascist, calling people racist, calling people Nazi, actually not putting any targets on people's backs whatsoever, considering what happened in Manchester with the 2 Jews that were killed by that Islamist, and his name was Jihad, and it also turned out he made his partner watch, let's just say, really sick material on the mobile phone and stuff to do with ISIS and things like that, and then they turn around and say we can't fly our British flag in our British country, which we pay British money for, which people go to British jobs for and everything else. Who'd have thought that, eh? What a shock. Now, with these brainwashed people, ignore them. They are not worth even engaging with. I've had people in town come up to me and say, I'll out-debate you. So I go, come on then, let's have a debate. And then they turn around and tell me to F off. And they've lost the debate before they've even started the debate because they don't even understand the word debate without calling somebody a horrendous name, which doesn't stick anymore, by the way. It's over. The fact is, Nigel Farage will be Prime Minister this time in 3.5 to 4 years' time, and there's absolutely fuck all the far left can do about it. And that's it. All we need to do is keep putting the flags up, bigging it up, and start being proud of who we actually are, and showing that we are an accepting country to people that are quite happy to sort of integrate with our country and respect our values. We can respect their values. If they want to go to a mosque and pray, that's quite fine to me. If you go and enter the country with a passport in your hand and you're willing to sort of, you know, say I'm a good person, I've got this history, that history and everything else, I'm not a threat to anybody, that's absolutely fine. But if you've come over in a rubber dinghy and threw your passport overboard, piss off back over where you come from. We don't want you. It's that simple. Now, if you're going to say that it's racist, what has race got to do with religion for a start? Because you try to start using words like Islamophobe. Now, it isn't an actual phobia, really, is it? Let's be honest. It's more of a little bit of a worry of our children and our wives and our families and these people moving in that are unchecked. We don't know who they are. So to call it sort of Islamophobia, which is a word made up by the left, actually, it is made up. I don't think it's even in the English dictionary as far as I know, but yeah, just a made-up word. We've got a couple of comments. I'm just about to read them out. We've got one, leave my rights alone. We need, hang on 1 minute. We need the English flags up, not the British flags, the Union flag. Yeah, I'm sort of agree with that. Does thee speak English or British? Are you trying to speak Old English? I actually speak 2 languages. I speak English and complete and utter bollocks. They're the 2 languages I speak. I'm only being honest, you know what I mean? But I do speak the truth. That is probably a whole different language to what the far left would actually understand. But anyway, I just thought I'd do this quick video on Raise the Colours, because there will be more flags going up. And the more they take down, double the amount of flags will be going back up. Now, I'll be in town on Saturday because Reform are actually in town on Saturday, and I'm going to be bringing a load of flags down with me. So if anybody wants a flag, pop into town on Saturday. I'll be down at the Reform tent recording. They've asked me to pop down, so I will. And I'll be giving some car flags away, the ones that you clip on your windows, and it'll be the St George's flag. I know which way that one goes up. And if you want one, just pop up, ask me for one. I'll have them in my rucksack, and you can have a flag. So there you go. Anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Go and hit the notification bell. Go and subscribe to my channel. This has been Street Switch Photography, and I will see you in the next one. Good evening for now.
Street Switch Photography.